Ready, my love.
Okay.
Hi guys! For today's video. Wait lang. Okay, you say it, my love. Hi guys! My name is Aileen and this is Craig.
Hey guys.
Yeah. For today's video, we're going to answer the question that people commented on our videos. So most of the question they ask is how we met. So yeah. We're going to tell you to this video, guys, how we met.
Okay, so we'll start with the questions first, all right?
Yeah. Here we're going to
Okay, so
read.
you'll have to interpret, babe. Okay?
Yeah.
So I know what it is. So the first one is from Jean. Hi, Jean. And Jean asks or comments, Ilang months si bakasyon mo sa Australia, puti ka pa nakapag-visit na.
Yeah, she's asking if how many months would I stay here in Australia. It's actually, guys, it's 3 times or 3 entries.
So yeah, it's limited by the visa restrictions. Eileen's here on a visitor visa at the moment, a 600 visitor visa. That's a multi-entry visa for 12 months, and she's allowed to come in for 3 months at a time, at which point she has to leave Australia and then come back for another 3 months.
Yes, every 3 months I have to go out to Australia.
Yeah. There are some different visas you can get that have different restrictions. You could ask for 6 month stays, you could ask for 12 month stays and a 3-year visa. But ours was granted as a 12-month multi-entry with 3-month visits.
Yep. See, that's the first question.
Okay, and this one's from Bing's Escapade. Hi, Bings. Very inspiring ang vlog mo ako din may BF, is it?
Yes,
boyfriend?
is it boyfriend?
Na Aussie pero de pa kami nag-meet in person. We know each other for 4 years now. Ano ang visa mo? Sub 600 baht. Yan siya ang nag-sponsor sa'yo, nakaka-inspire. Sana makakuha din ang tourist visa in Goodswill. So let me just try and guess what Bing's saying.
Yeah.
So I think Bing is saying that she's inspired by our blog or our vlog. She's got an Aussie partner as well that she hopes to meet in person.
Yep.
Someone she's known for 4 years, and she wants to know what type of visa did we get? Was it a sponsored visa? And she hopes that she gets granted a tourist visa shortly.
Yeah,
Is it
she's hoping that she can also have a granted visa. So you understand it, my love? Answer it.
Yeah, okay. So I guess it is a sub or a 600 visa. Ours was a tourist visa, not a sponsored visa.
Yes, it's not sponsored.
No, so that's a different visa to ours.
Yes.
And yeah, I guess for us, applying for a visa can be a little bit, it's not frustrating, but you can't get any information. Once you've submitted it, you just don't know how long it's going to take for them to review, how long it's going to take for them to grant it.
You don't
and
have
that can be a little bit, it can be frustrating. You can try and call, but they won't give you that information. Ours actually took about 8 weeks or 2 months from the point that we submitted to the point that we got it granted, which was a long time.
Yes. It's not easy. You have to do it, but yes.
Yeah. Have we answered all the question of Bing's?
Yes.
Okay, the next one comes from Nancy.
It's try.
Now I'm going to do a special shout out to Nancy because Nancy's always watching and always commenting
Number 1.
on our
Thank you,
on our vlog. So
Nancy.
yeah, we appreciate that, Nancy. So Nancy says, "Hello, Eileen and Craig, my favourite couple. Nice video again. Love watching non-stop kissing. Craig is really strong. He can carry your weight. He cooks for you also, and I notice the kitchen is very clean." The question that Nancy has is, has Eileen ever cooked Filipino dishes for me? And if so, how was it? Did I like it? And now she can't wait for the next videos, of course. So Nancy, yes, we do cook Filipino food. So we eat adobo regularly. I think pork is probably our favourite, but chicken is not too bad. We've cooked Aphrodite as well. Sisig, not sisig, sinigang. and there was one that we cooked the other day.
Minced pork.
Minced pork and beans, yep.
And then
What was the one, potatoes?
giniling, we called it.
Giniling, is it?
Pork giniling.
And we've had gisado as well.
Yes.
Yeah, so we eat Filipino dishes quite regularly, and I reckon we have rice
Yes.
probably 4 or 5 times a week.
Every dinner.
Just about.
Yes.
Okay, so Rosalia,
Yeah.
89. Hi, Rosalia. So Rosalia said, "Hi guys, I really love your stories. How long were you dating before you got engaged? And blessings to you guys." That's a good question, Rosalia. So I guess when we get to tell the story about how Aileen and I met and give you some of the other details, it's hard to tell when you officially get together, I suppose, and become a couple. But for us, we would say that was probably late December of 2021. And during the first visit to the Philippines, when we went to Boracay, that was early April. So it was about, call it 4 months, I suppose,
Yes.
between becoming a couple, although we were talking before
Yes.
we kind of officially became a couple.
Yep. And yes.
Okay, so this is Leah Bagwinang. Okay, now this one's going to be tricky for me because it's all in Tagalog, isn't it? So this one says, Kailan balik mo sa Ostenday pag-vlog dito ki di ko mag-skip sa ads.
She was saying, I think that was when I was still in the Philippines. She's asking when were I going back to Australia, which is I'm here now. So
Yeah, okay.
and then she said, "Really, still keep blogging, and she won't skip the ads."
Oh, okay, fair enough. Thanks, Leah.
Yeah, I'm here now.
Yeah, so it's interesting. I tried to find out exactly how long Aileen had to go outside of Australia before she could come back in. And I couldn't really find that information anywhere. I actually think you can leave and then come straight back to Australia the next day. But because Aileen had been here for about 3 months before she went back, that was a good chance to get back home, catch up with Mama, catch up with the nieces and nephews and the sisters and the brother, and do some things. So you actually went back for about 2 weeks.
Yes.
Before she just came back recently.
Yep.
Okay, so this is Inday Anzi. Hi, Inday.
It's actually that's not a question, my love.
Okay, sorry. So Indy wants a shout out.
Shout out, so I just included.
This says shout out per mum Inday Anzi from Bohol.
Shout out, hello.
Thank
from
you.
Bohol, yes.
Is that a place in the Philippines?
Yes.
Whereabouts is that?
Visayas? I'm not sure, my love.
Okay.
Actually.
Okay, fair enough. Well, maybe we'll find out after this.
Yes.
Okay, and we have Rosalina Bagalayos. And Rosalina also wants a shout out, so here's a shout out to Rosalina.
Yeah, it's not a question, it's just a shout out.
Yeah, okay, so Sisa Sanod ng vlog mo watching from Abu Dhabi.
Ooh, hello from Abu Dhabi. Wow. Yes. And then there's another one.
Yeah, so what does that one?
Shout out Sis. She called me like Sis
Yeah,
sister.
yeah, and I get that. What's the Sanod ng vlog mo watching?
She's watching.
Does that mean she likes our
Yeah.
vlog? Okay. Okay, so this one is again from Rosalie89. I think we've had one before from Rosalie. So once again, hi Rosalia, sorry. Will you officially stay there with your fiance or will you go back to your country? Greetings and hugs for you guys. I like that one, Rosalie, because that's English and I can read that one. No so I think ultimately Aileen will probably look to relocate to Australia and indeed Tasmania. In the meantime, we're still on that tourist visa, so we still need to go back every 3 months and return. Next year, hopefully we can get enough proof or supporting information that we can put forward a partner visa application, which would mean that Aileen can stay a little bit more permanently, and then she could go back or we could go back as and when we choose, rather than be forced to go back every 3 months.
Yes. So tiring.
There's just a little bit of a process to follow,
Yep.
to get there. Okay, this is from, is that Dummy Lee?
Dummy Lee.
Dummy Lee? Mm-hmm. Okay. Mostly ba paganyang medyo me edad na were single for a long time or got divorced. And oh my God, what a long nails. Paano magluto niano maghagas pindagan.
She noticed my nails that it's very long, and she said, "How can I do the household or doing the stuff? I can still do, guys."
Yeah.
Yes.
People manage when they've got long nails if they're used to it.
So, are you single or divorced, babe? And how long?
Myself?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm divorced, and I was separated for, what have we got there? 2021, about 18 months before Aileen and I met. But in Australia, to get a divorce, you actually have to be separated for at least a year before you can apply. So I officially was divorced in July of this year.
Yeah. When my visa is also granted.
It was the same
It's
day.
the same day.
Believe it or not.
Yes.
Okay, and then we get to Harper, and this is from Harper7, so hi to Harper. And Harper says, Meron Pulba Young, single friends, cousins, brothers, co-workers, partner mo, which I think she's saying, Craig is awesome. Has he got any single friends, cousins, brothers, or somebody else that Harper might be interested in?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
If you have a single friends, cousins, brother, co-workers.
Yeah.
Are you?
I certainly don't have any single brothers.
Yes.
Cousins, gee, I'd have to think it through the list. I don't see my cousins very often. Co-workers and stuff. I'm sure there's single people around that I know if I sat down and thought about it. So, yeah, maybe watch your space, Harper. We'll get back to you.
My goodness.
Okay, and the last one on the list here is from Batakiri.
This is the question that is always
Juliana.
asking every time we have a video. How would we met?
Yeah.
How would we met, Ben?
So is this the only person that's asked that question, or have we had multiple people?
There's some people ask, but
Okay.
she's there always asking about it in all the videos we have.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. And you think it's time that maybe we
Yeah.
tell people about how we met.
How we met? Obviously online, and it is in like a live streaming app, which is you can talk to every people all over the world. So I was doing a live streaming there, and then
Yeah. Well, I happened to stumble upon your profile, I suppose.
yeah.
And once I got in, I thought, well, Aileen is obviously very Magandaka for starters. But she was just so fun as well. Her live stream was just really fun. She liked to laugh a lot. and yeah, so I think that kind of got me interested to start with. And look, over time, I kept joining the live stream. We started interacting a little bit more.
Yes.
And after probably, I don't know, a couple of weeks, maybe sort of a few weeks, we probably started messaging directly to each other in the app.
And because sometimes when I do live, you're not there.
No,
because
I have to work and I have to sleep.
He's working, sleeping. So it's kind of, where is he, like that? Because I don't know, since he went to my live, and then we start talking and interact there in the live. He's been there all the time, and he's so nice and very respectful. Because of that stream, there's really like not all the people is good. There's some people that is naughty and bastos, But Craig, he's so nice. And then I don't know, it's just like when he started there, I keep looking where did he go like this? And then he's sending me messages in that app. And then one day, it's because he's not always there. So I asked him, do you have WhatsApp? Do you have WhatsApp? So we can talk beside this because you're not always on this app. So yeah. And then
that's kind of how it started. So I think we worked out that probably the first time we messaged was about 27th of November, or sort of the end of
He's
November.
good in remembering dates. Sana all.
And then it was probably another month before we connected on WhatsApp.
Yeah. Because you're busy.
Yeah. And that's when Aileen really started to pursue me.
What? We're seeing you. Okay.
But yeah, from that point forward, once we got to WhatsApp, we pretty much messaged every day.
Yes, almost every day. It's like
it was every day. It would have been.
yes, it's really every day. There's no absent, I think.
No.
Yeah, as in starting that day, we don't have absent.
Yeah.
To call every
Yeah,
day.
that probably wasn't when we started. Oh, maybe maybe we started messaging on the 27th of November. 21st of December was when we actually called every day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you cannot resist me.
That's true. I still can't.
Yeah. So yes, guys, I love 15 minutes already. So
Yeah.
that's how we met, guys, and the rest
It was just really just natural, and it took a natural course. Really.
Yeah.
It was nothing serious when we first started to message, but over time, as we got to know each other, then
And he's very good in guys. He always surprised me.
with flowers and different things.
So I think I already posted the video of it.
Yeah, you would have had a few things there.
So that's our story, guys,
Yeah.
on how we met.
Yeah, so from there, at the time, of course, COVID was still a thing.
Yes.
Countries were still closed, so I couldn't leave Australia. I couldn't get to the Philippines. Aileen couldn't come here, which was a bit of a challenge.
We kept saying, "Oh my God, when this COVID will gonna stop, or
Yeah.
when is the Philippines we're gonna be open?"
Yeah,
And yes, it's like not really that long. It's kind of long.
it was
but
early February when they declared the Philippines were open again,
yes.
and it wasn't long after that before we started making the arrangements for me to come over to the Philippines.
Yeah, when we know that the Philippines will be open, he straight away
Yeah.
get a ticket and come.
And then we had to
see
wait
me.
for about 8 weeks or something.
Yes, guys,
For that
that's
date to come
that's
out.
the
That
first things. If the guy like you, he will really do or go to you straight away if he really likes you. So if you were looking for a relationship, you should know that guy also, and if he really like you, he really do anything to see you.
Yeah, well, I think it's safer, perhaps for the Filipinos,
Yes.
to have the foreign guys come to the Philippines, where you've got people that you know, you've got some people to make sure you're okay,
Yes.
particularly for the first meeting, rather than you fly all the way to Australia
Yes,
to me when
true.
you don't really know and you haven't seen me before.
Yes, and I think Philippines is also not really so many questions, guys. If you didn't meet your boyfriend yet for the first time, especially to the Filipina, it's really difficult. Even you're planning that to go to him to visit him, but you never met yet, it's impossible. It's very tricky if the Philippines will allow you. Maybe you can have the visa, but when you're already in the the last time the question me, babe?
Yeah, so
Immigration, Philippine
right.
immigration,
Yep.
they really have a lot of question about it. So if you don't meet, like someone asked me before, if he will go in his I think boyfriend, but they never met yet. For I think we read it the question earlier.
yeah,
So yeah, what I can say is I think it's better if your boyfriend will gonna go to you first before you will go to his country. Because
Well, it was one thing to get the visa, but when you hit Manila and you wanted to go through international immigration, you were pulled aside
yes.
and interviewed effectively,
Yes, so many
and you had to
questions.
provide proof about,
Yes.
had you met me before? Had I been
Yes.
over there?
Did he meet your family? Did
Yeah.
your family knows about him?
Yeah.
Is he's not a killer or whatever? Yes, guys. So,
Which is good. I think that's
Yeah.
excellent that the
it's-
Philippines are actually protecting their people, which
yeah.
I think is really good. But even on that first trip, there was another girl that was trying to get onto the same flight. she had the same interview.
Yes.
But she was actually turned away, and she
Yeah,
wasn't allowed to touch the flight. or be on
Yes,
the
guys,
flight.
I have a Filipina with me also. Like we are both same interviewed. I think his first time also, and he never really went into that Australia because we're same grade, babe.
Must
So
be,
yeah, he never let her go to his flight, guys. Coming in Australia, he really canceled the visa because he doesn't have enough proof about the relationship. I think that's basta it's there had so many questions. I think what they questioned to me is the same question to that girl, and she doesn't have really good proof about it, so they canceled her visa and he never
Yeah.
go back to, I think.
Yeah, we might do another vlog about the visa process.
Yeah, we're gonna do
maybe
that.
in the next few days.
Yes, how we do.
And just
I want you to
talk
explain
about
it, Beb.
Yeah, that's okay. I guess to maybe continue the journey then, babe. So we had to wait the 8 weeks, and then it was the day, and I think everyone's probably seen the video where we got there. Flew to Manila. We stayed overnight in Manila. We then flew out to Boracay the next morning and spent a week in a fairly nice hotel in
Yes.
Boracay, which was awesome.
Yeah,
And that's where we got engaged on the beaches of Boracay
yes.
under the palm trees, babe.
Yeah. You're supposed to do the
And the coconut
proposal.
trees.
Yeah. And that was no video, guys, because it's really correct.
Yeah, that's right. It was my plan.
Yeah.
And then from Boracay, we went back to Eileen's hometown, and we stayed for a couple of weeks with her family
Jensen.
after that. And then after the 3 weeks, I had to come back, which was pretty hard because at the time we probably didn't really know when we were going to next get to see each other, I suppose.
Yeah.
And then we applied for the visa, and a few weeks later
I'm here.
she was here.
Yay. So to those who are in LDR, guys, what can you advise to those who in LDR, my love?
Well, I think that as you say, it's a process. I think you've got to be smart and just look out for the signs and make sure that perhaps these foreigners are serious. You know, there are certain things that they'll do. They will make the effort. They'll want to come and see you to make sure the relationship to continue.
Yeah, should be. If you're a girl, you already told to this guy that you like him, and then it's up to him to do his what do you call this?
Yeah, his part.
His part. Yeah, you don't have to do something that, hey, I'm gonna go there to meet him. No, for me, it's still the best if the boyfriend is going to come to visit you.
Yeah, certainly to start with, and that proved
That he's really
that proved fairly valuable at immigration as well.
yes.
To prove that I'd been there and made the effort to come over. So
Yeah. So I think that's pretty much it.
that's about how we met, babe. That's our story.
That's how we met, guys. During pandemic, yes. It's online. I was doing my streaming and he went there and can't resist me.
Yep, it was just meant to be, babe. We just managed to find each other somehow.
Yes. So I'm
And
happy.
the rest is I'm
I
happy
found a very nice man.
Thank you,
A
babe.
very, very good man.
Thank you, babe.
So yun lang, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you like it.
Yeah, I do.
And see you again on our next video. Bye.
See you guys.
End it, babe.